Hello everyone, welcome to my world. The world of good changes, big changes, awareness and happiness. It doesn't matter where you live in this world, what job you have, how old you are. But if you want to change yourself, your life, and the world around you, you definitely need to watch these videos. Let me remind you, the knowledge with which I have made these videos has cost me $20 million, and I have spent 30 years of my life and traveled to more than 50 countries. So you are very lucky to watch them for free. Well, since you deserve to have a better life and opportunity, let's get started. In the previous video, I talked a little about the new word and visual people. In this video, I talk about auditory and kinesthetic people. Unlike visual people, auditory people speak slowly and thoughtfully. Most of the time, there are words like listening and hearing in their speech. For example, are you listening to me? Did you hear what he said? Also, their examples to describe people and nature are related to sounds. For example, what a pleasant voice this friend of yours has. In another example, they may say, a few minutes ago, did you hear the sound of the storm? How terrible it was. Or you might be walking down the street and they might say, listen, do you know the name of this bird that is singing now? What a beautiful voice. This group of people have sharp ears to hear words, but their eyes don't understand the most obvious changes in the objects and environment around them. With these precise ears, they may become outstanding musicians, but if they don't practice their visual perception, they will not only be useless in drawing and painting, but they will also face problems in their daily lives. Auditory people speak slowly and choose their words carefully, and we really enjoy listening to the words that come out of their mouths. But sometimes they cannot see the most obvious changes around them. Years ago, one of my clients came with her husband, and she said that in the morning when her husband left home for work, her hair was brown and dark. Then she goes to hairdresser and they lighten her hair blonde. But afternoon, when her husband returns home, he doesn't see this obvious change in her hair. Well, misunderstanding and arguments usually start from these times. Auditory people use words that are about hearing and listening a lot. Words like listen, hear me out, did you hear what I said, and the like. Here I remember that in the previous video, I didn't talk about the words that visual people use in their conversations. They use these words and phrases in their conversations even when they talk on the phone. The words like, look, do you see, did you see what she said, see what I mean, and the like. Now imagine you are a visual person and you have an auditory spouse. Now see what happens. Suppose now you have a common occasion with your partner. You go out of the house and because you are visual, you buy a bouquet of colorful flowers from the nearest flower shop. You come home and give it to your partner or spouse with love. But because he or she is an auditory person, take it from you with indifference And you, who don't know why it is like this, get hurt inside. On the one hand, you think she or he doesn't love you, while she or he wants to hear you express your love, because she or he can't see things as well as you. Now I want to talk a little bit about kinesthetic people. These people do everything in slow motion. Some of them speak so slowly that the listeners get bored. They do things slowly, and if you are unlucky, one of them will appear in front of you as a bank teller who is supposed to count your money and hand it to you. Kinesthetic people are those who hold our hands for a while when they shake hands with us. They usually have a tendency to hug others when greeting and clap their hands on their friend's shoulder when talking. And as you know, this behavior can be problematic from culture to culture. For example, Japanese people don't like to be tapped on the shoulder during a conversation. But kinesthetic people like to touch things with their hands, and this feeling can be heard in their words. For example, when explaining different things, they say, "Do you understand? Do you feel what I am saying? Feel what I mean?" So, as I said in the previous video, we humans have different characteristics, and if we don't know them, we don't know how to easily communicate with others or how to learn things and knowledge. Now we have reached the end of these videos, and in the next video I will talk about the difference between people in the historical times, a point that has caused different people to be present in different geographies and historical times and are unaware of each other's realities.